So it's 2026. I don't know what day it is. Let's double check. Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Wednesday, January 14th, 2026.
Why do you sound like that?
Well, Brandon, I got
Whoa!
a major upgrade.
It
to
knows
our
me!
And apparently
Stop!
some folks think I sound like a peppy teenager
Stop!
now.
Stop!
The internet's been having
Alexa.
quite the...
We're getting sidetracked. Okay, so it's the 14th of January, which is amazing. I don't know if you know this, but statistics show that usually people start the New Year's resolutions on the 1st, and they go all the way to the 14th. No, actually, that's not true. They go to the 13th and give up.
What?
And they try next year again. Well, by the power of God in the universe, that didn't happen to me. What actually happened to me was I was supposed to start posting pretty aggressively, and then I got smacked in the face with sickness. Not once, but twice. So, January 27th, after the holidays, there was somebody at the family get-together that was very, very sick and should not have been there. And then my daughters got it, my son got it, my other daughter got it, my wife got it, I got it, and we did another round.
Oh my God, I almost died. No. I almost died. That was so scary.
During that time, though, I started a new dieting protocol. And we're going to talk about it now because what I'm going to do in 2026 is I'm going to do an aggressive cut. Now you might be asking yourself, what is an aggressive cut? And why would you want to do this? Well, an aggressive cut is something that you do when you get your maintenance calories, mine are 3,000, and then you subtract 800 calories from there, which gives me about 2,200 calories to eat on a daily basis. Now, you're not just eating whatever you want. The majority of your calories are coming from protein. I'm consuming about 250 to 280 grams of protein every single day. And then the rest of it is carbs and fats. About 100 to 150 grams of carbs. And then the rest is also in there for the fats. Now, the main reason I wanted to do an aggressive cut, because I haven't done anything in the last 7 months to challenge myself. I had a nutritionist that didn't work. I had different things that were going on that didn't work. But I did last year go from 300 pounds to 260 pounds, almost 259 pounds, but it just all was thwarted and stopped, and I changed my routines. But the one thing that I know that I should do in the beginning of this year is just get it all done with and get to 230 as effective and as fast as possible. Enter the aggressive cut. So when you're doing an aggressive cut, what is actually happening here is nothing is really changing with your training. Your training stays the same. So if you're doing heavy training, which I always do, that stays the same. You're also trying to get as much whole foods in as possible. Now, I understand if you're doing something like me right now and you need to get 250 to 280 grams of protein, you might want to substitute shakes. I haven't been doing that. And I can tell you that the muscle that I've been putting on in the last 3 weeks of being even sick is kind of nuts. It's a different feeling muscle. I'm getting stronger somehow. I'm also recovering better. But those are other things that we'll talk about in this video. And I just feel better. The other thing that we're going to be doing is tracking everything on a fitness tracker of any choice you want. FitnessPal, that's the only one I know, but you track everything that you're eating and you track it before you eat it. I have seen people go and do this where they know what they're eating and they track it after, but on this diet you have to be so meticulous and make sure everything is on the money, because if you go over your calories, you are kind of defeating the entire purpose of what this does for you. And the last thing we want to make sure we're doing is we want to make sure that we're getting 8,000 to 15,000 steps a day. Now, if you're on the lower end of your steps, for example, you're going to want to make sure you're doing some type of cardio, 30 to 45 minutes. Or you want to make sure that your workouts are at least an hour and a half long. You want to make sure they're intense workouts, and you want to make sure that you're really beating up the body. You really want to make sure you're putting yourself and pushing yourself to the max of your potential. How do we start this off, and how do we get to the root of this, and how do we show that this is working? I started this in the beginning of January. I was 278. I did a little bit of a mini cut through Christmas where I went to 277. So let's do a weigh-in right now, and then we can see. And I haven't done it because I wanted to be just as surprised as you when I do this, because I want to be as authentic as possible. Holy shit. Check this out. Okay. Yep. 272.4. So in 14 days, I've lost 6 pounds. That's interesting. With all that being out of the way, let's take a dive in a day in the life of the magic diet of 2026. So if I were to say to you that this diet is hard, I would be lying. This diet and the protocol is easy. It's just the determination and the discipline to stay on it that's hard.
That's what she said.
I've already made 2 chicken breasts. I put them on my scale. They're coming in at 12 ounces, 0.7. Almost at 13 ounces, but we're gonna call it 12 and a half ounces. You grab these, and we're gonna put these in the blender because meal 2 is going to be a protein shake, a chicken shake. But since I'm not really messing around too much when it comes to food and calories, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna open up my lean turkey pepperettes. These provide me 50 calories each, and with those 50 calories, basically this will give me 30 grams of protein right here. So I'll knock these out of the way, get easy 30 grams out of the way to break my fast. And then with that, I'll go look for a little more protein in the fridge. In about an hour, I'll get another 30 to 50 grams in, give me at 80 grams. And that's when I'll make this chicken shake. Well, you'll see later, but I gotta go run and get my children from school, so I'll just nail these down quick, and then I'll see you for meal 2. So it's time to get my next batch of calories in some food. So what we do is we grab a couple of these wraps. These wraps from Costco, 90 calories per wrap, 24 grams of carbs, but 17 is fiber. So you're gonna get out of 2 wraps almost 40 grams of fiber. You can see we have 2 wraps, 180 calories, 8 grams of protein. Then we get our natural chicken slices. These, for 3 slices, gives you 12 grams of protein for only 60 calories. So we're gonna go, is this 2 slices? 1. I'm gonna put 3 slices on here. 24 grams of protein plus, now we're at 32 grams of protein. And now this is where the magic happens. This right here has 7 grams of protein for 1 tablespoon, or 15 grams. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and get 3 servings of this off of our scale. 0. We need 45 grams total. That's probably 45 grams. All we do with this is we add water. Then you just mix it until it's peanut butter. Now we just evenly distribute this onto your wraps. Spin it around. And right now, with these, you get 50 grams of protein, 480 calories. And these will keep you full. So I'm already at 80 grams of protein before I make my chicken shake. So basically what you do is you grab 12 ounces of this chicken right here, and we break it up and we throw it into a blender. This, we do need broth. You know what? I feel like I could fit a little more. I'm gonna put 7 in this one. And just like that, you have a chicken shake. Now, I'm not gonna say this is the most glamorous thing I've ever eaten, because it's definitely not. But when push comes to shove, that's an easy way to get a large amount of protein to satiate you. And currently right now, I'm sitting at 215 grams of protein, so I don't have that much more to go. So anything else that I eat, that I decide to eat, if I can eat, which I have no other option to eat, is going to just basically finish off the night, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm gonna have to do a digestive walk with the animal that ate my original food, unfortunately. But you know, I'll forgive him eventually. So I'm gonna go get that done, and I will catch you in a little bit. So cheers. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, we are at the end of the night. I am like super full. So I have some calories to actually play with. So what I'm going to do is get 30 grams of protein from some extra lean ground beef with the beef strained from any fat. So there's like barely any fat in it. And then I will make a nice warm tea because I don't know what's going on, but we have a big snowstorm going on outside. But I'm more congested than I was when I woke up, and and now it's even getting harder to breathe again. So I don't know if it's a weather thing or whatever else, but I'm gonna take some medicine. I'm gonna do some cardio, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 2, and we're gonna go and have another great day of losing weight and getting fit, baby. 2026 is ours. All right, guys, later.